Alrighty, everybody. It's a Saturday night, and this is my day off all week, Saturday. And Ronaldinho has got me recording a YouTube video because we have one of the most interesting, weird scenarios, situations, whatever you want to call it, going on. If you're wondering about me, I had a great day. I got some sun, some great workouts. Hopefully, everybody who's watched this video is doing well. Yeah, just to introduce you, if you haven't heard of this guy, well, he's probably, a lot of people will argue, the most talented footballer of all time, at least one of the most beautifully playing footballers of all time. I mean, he was a joy to watch growing up. Oh, my goodness. Probably my favorite to watch growing up. Ronaldinho is beyond more of a legend than just football. Man, what a player. Anyways, we're not here to talk about the greatness of Ronaldinho. We've got a very interesting situation going on. And guys, appreciate all the support on the channel, all the comments. I've been reading through them. It's awesome to see that. Hold your comments on this video. This is actually going to be a new development to a lot of you. Some of you guys may not have heard of this situation at all today. So I'm going to kind of break it down. I'm going to intro it. And we're going to kind of go through this together in a sequence of events because it starts one way, it goes another way, and then it ends another way. So hang tight, watch till the end because it's crazy. I'm recording this video actually 40 minutes within recent developments. It's just a really weird situation. So obviously, Ronaldinho, one of the greats of Brazil, at least in terms of how everybody perceives him, one of the greats of football, right? He has the ultra respect. Now, this morning, Ronaldinho put an Instagram out, and on Instagram, he has 76 million followers. Just for some perspective, the Brazilian national team has 17 million followers. That's how large Dino is, compared to the Brazilian national team. Okay, so Ronaldinho goes, and this is a translation to English, so there's going to be parts of it that are a little bit off. Obviously, it's not going to be translated perfectly. That's it, guys. I will not watch any Brazil game at the Copa America, nor celebrate any victory. I've had enough. It's a sad moment for those who love Brazilian football. It's hard now to find the spirit to watch the games. It's one of the worst teams in the recent years. No respectable leaders, only average players for the majority. I've never seen a situation as bad as this. Lack of love for the Brazil shirt and lack of football. Our performance has been one of the worst things I've ever seen. It's such a shame. Wow. Okay, so this has come out today. The two recent Brazil matches, they took a last-minute winner where they beat Mexico 3-2. This is considered one of the worst Mexican sides we've seen in a really long time. And they drew against the U.S., and look, that was a very cagey match, but to the standard of Brazilian football, that's not going to cut it. And to be honest with you guys, Brazil has just not been all that. I mean, they had a great run at Copa America, and to be honest, they just fell short, right? Di Maria had that excellent goal. Argentina, I mean, really just found a way in that match. Brazil, at that time, was probably the more informed and the overall better team. They played a perfect tournament up until that point. Even Neymar in the final, in my opinion, played absolutely out of his mind. I thought Neymar played crazy. And they didn't get it done. They didn't win that Copa America recently. Obviously, it's been a very long time since they won a World Cup. I believe Brazil has 5 World Cups. I think they have 5 World Cup titles. So, trophies, rather. We're not talking about NBA titles. But, let's just break this down. First of all, when you first see this from Ronaldinho, a great of Brazil, you're looking at it like, oh my God, this is very heavy to say. You don't see this a lot of the time with any of these legends. I mean, we see legends go on and maybe get a little crankier in terms of they're very harsh and critical. But Ronaldinho going on his 76 million follower Instagram account, one of the most respected Brazilian legends in terms of anyone that has worn this shirt, this kit. And he says this, and look, a part of this is kind of true, right? Because if you look at Brazil objectively here, yeah, it definitely is. Now, Brazil has a lot of talent. They have to put it together. They have to find a way. And look, even just from somebody that watches them, I really think they will not be a top 2 favorite in this tournament. Maybe they go out there and surprise me. Maybe this is the year that when Brazil was a favorite every year and they didn't win. Maybe this is finally, they're a favorite. Argentina's a little bit more favored. They're still a really heavy favorite. Maybe this is the year they actually go do it when we all thought they wouldn't. I'm not feeling that way, but what does my opinion matter? And I think a lot of Brazilians agree with this. Like, I've never seen a situation as bad as this. The lack of love for the Brazil shirt. Probably the heaviest kit to wear in football, in my opinion, at least international football. That would just be my opinion. So, this is crazy. The situation gets even crazier, okay? So, Rafinha goes on in a press conference, and he says, Ronaldinho said he will not watch the Brazilian national team. A few days ago, he was asking Vinny for Brazil match tickets. Now, there's a lot of stuff going around where, like, maybe Ronaldinho, people started spewing rumors about, like, because Vinny's in the front seat for the Ballon d'Or. At least he's one of the favorites. And maybe Dino thinks he's not there. He doesn't deserve it. I don't know. I think Vinny this season has been absolutely crazy. I mean, people are so quick to hate on Vinny. People don't even understand how much Vinny has improved. It's crazy. If you go watch the highlights of Vinny's first-year season at Madrid to where he is now, I mean, it's insane to see the difference. And look, I don't think Ronaldinho is talking specifically about Vinny. That narrative, I don't believe. I've seen that one on Twitter. I do think there's something to what Ronaldinho had posted today that is meaningful. There needs to be more passion, more urgency. Brazil have a lot of players now that are very talented, but do they have that same drive, right? And do we see that like ultra samba Brazil? We see it at times when Neymar's in the lineup. If you watch the highlights, the full highlights of Neymar and what he did in that final, you'd be like, dude, wow, right? But they don't have him. And they have a lot of guys that are playing really well. Rodrigo, Vini, Bruno, Rafinha. We could talk about all these talents Brazil have. And so does Dino have a point? Okay, so then this comes out tonight. I see this. I'm like, oh my God, wow. Rafinha's like, that's kind of crazy, right? Going on the Instagram, saying something like that. And then on the other hand, behind closed doors, asking Vinny for tickets to the match. So what do you mean you're never going to watch a Brazil match? Even as Ronaldinho, one of the greats, you want to support your home country. What do you mean you're never going to watch? What do you mean you're not going to celebrate if they win? If Brazil wins, you're not going to celebrate, right? So a lot of that I was like, what? Like, what is Ronaldinho talking about? Like, is he actually that disgusted? Like, you have to be very disgusted to say, if my nationality, the country I am, if they win the Copa America, the Euro, the World Cup, you know, these are obviously not for Brazil, but, well, Brazil, the World Cup and Copa America, Euro, no, but I won't even, like, I won't entertain it? That's crazy, right? So this is where it gets even crazier, okay? So I actually was curious here. Now, guys, for me, Ronaldinho, one of the most aesthetically, stats don't do Dino justice, but Dino in 14 combined World Cup and Copa America matches, 3 goals. 3 goals. So I was like, okay, how much does Vinny have? And by the way, this has got headlines everywhere. Bleacher Report, all this. And look, guys, for the record for this video, I don't care about stats. I know what Ronaldinho was. I'm just outlining the situation for this, right? Vinny has had 8 total in the World Cup and Copa America. He has 1 goal. I think he has 2 assists there as well. I think Dino had 4, right? But I expect Vinny to get more than 2 or 3 goals this tournament. I feel like he gets more than 2 goals. With how he's been playing, with how the season has gone, this would be a good tournament for him. So if you're a stats guy, what do you make of that, right? Okay, who cares about stats? Look, there's no comparison, right? And I'm not making a comparison with Ronaldinho and Vinny. I'm talking about some of the talents like Vinny that Brazil have. And Dino saying that, you know, it's the worst squad assembled. And what I mean by that is I think he means passion. I don't think he means talent. But Brazil have a lot of talent right now. Let's not kid ourselves about that. Okay, plot twist again, right? This one for all the stat merchants. This is where it gets crazy. Okay, Ronaldinho just put out a paid partnership about an hour ago. It's already got 221,000 likes. This guy's Instagram, I didn't even realize how popular this dude is. Okay, I'm going to read you this. I would never abandon Brazilian football ever, and I'd never say those things you see. Actually, these words came from real Brazilian fans. They are real comments that I saw on the internet. Imagine listening to these messages before you play. Nope, motivation goes down. Fan support makes a huge difference to the player. I know what I'm talking about. Guys, what our boys need is support at this time. The more confidence we show, the more confidence they will have on the field. That's why I joined Rexona in this movement to encourage the cheer that doesn't quit. We are asking everyone to send messages of support and confidence. In Copa America, let's all use hashtag let's give all the magical support of the Brazilian fan. Okay, this is the weirdest. Even as a creator, I am someone that has brand deals. I pass on a lot of brand deals because I don't feel like they're right for my audience. This is the weirdest executed brand deal I have ever seen in my life. This is the final plot twist with this situation. I don't understand. Like, what? Like, so this has just gone down. And, like, the significance of all this is that Dino puts this out on his Instagram this morning. It's going, like, obviously the reporters are now asking the Brazilian players in the press conferences, like, yo, one of the GOATs of Brazilian football just say he's not even watching. And if you win, he doesn't even care. How do you think these players feel? Like, hopefully they knew. But then I'm reading that Rafinha quote, and I'm like, okay, he kind of sounds like he's standing his ground and dropping, like, you know, a little diss there, saying, hey, why was he asking Vinny for tickets? Crazy. So some of the comments, basically, the guy doesn't get tired of dribbling others. Okay, that's an amazing comment. I'm going to be liking that comment because that made me laugh. But deep down, he said what everyone was thinking. Even though retired, still enjoying everyone. Dribbled everyone once again. All right, so If you're not going to support, it's better not to watch the game or keep talking rubbish about the players. Might release this one after the first game. Let's see if something was resolved. So this was so confusing. Like, what an ad deal for Dino. I mean, so we go on Dino's Instagram, right? And I think this is like a pinned post, right? So this one. So he posted this 12 hours ago, okay? He posted this 12 hours ago. Never played anything and wants to get mad. If you've talked, you've spoken, Ronnie. Missing players who are not even a monster like Rivaldo, Cafu, Ronaldo. Men, not boys. This doesn't have any sign. Look, it has no sign of an ad. And then he goes 12 hours later and says, it's a paid partnership. Like, this is crazy. I don't know. This is crazy because this got out today to everybody. And if you go on Twitter right now, you search up Ronaldinho, it's on a tear of like memes, people giving opinions, people giving thoughts. But at the end of the day, the interesting part of all of this is that he says these words came from real Brazilian fans. So I think at the end of the day, the goal of this, besides Ronaldinho getting some paid advertisement money and something into his bank account, I think the point of all of this though today, I can't even control tab this. I think the point of all this today is this is a lot of how the Brazilian fans are feeling. They want Brazil to go out there, man, and give it their all. They want to see more passion. They want to see more drive. I think that men versus boys is a true point in that comment that we saw. I definitely agree with that one. This was all over. So Brazil's Instagram, as I said, 17 million followers. Their post today, they posted like some clip of something going on in the hangout room, and all of the replies are Ronaldinho. A lot of laughter for those who don't even win against the United States. Ronaldinho is right. You have to lower your heads to start playing football. It's just, man. So I'm a little interested in the reason I'm in conclusion with this video. It was a very interesting way to deliver an ad campaign. And the reason I'll say this, as much as I believe that what he has said is in a lot of the beliefs of the Brazilians and it's a true feeling. It's such a weird way to deliver it because the way that I think is going to be taken now, I'm going to say this just from being in media and seeing what's going on with all these videos. A lot of people always see the original post. They don't see the second post. This has happened to me before too. You say one thing and then look, that post gets X amount of views, likes, whatever, and a lot of people don't always see the second post. So people will only remember what they first saw. Yeah, now there's a lot of us and 76 million people on Dino's Instagram that are going to be educated to what the second post was about. But a lot of people are just going to hear about that first post. That's what made the headlines. That's what gave Bleacher Report, Fox Sports, all these news outlets an article. Will they make a follow-up article again? Some of them, yes. So I just found a very interesting way to deliver the ad campaign because the goal of this ad campaign, in Dino's mind, right, is that we're going to give them support with this hashtag. Let's give them support. And will we see that? Or now, will we see more people maybe trying to agree or putting out some other energy about really what Dino said in the original post? Because if you look at the way the original post went down, it was so agreed in the comments. People really feel this way. People really feel this way. So will the Brazilian team get the positivity they need off the goal of this campaign? I don't know. Will there be even more people now giving these guys a hard time? Which, to be honest, Brazilians might tell you they deserve it. They got to play better. They have so much talent. They got to play with more passion. At least give it your all. So we'll see how Brazil does. This situation today for me has now very much got me interested even more in Brazil. I don't think I was this is probably the least interested I've been in Brazil in a tournament, although Vini's playing amazing. Rodrigo, they have so many great players. I love watching Neymar. I've loved watching the old Brazilian squads. This team I have not been super interested in, and it's not a team that I think is going to win this tournament. So we will see. Bringing some attention to Copa America, which starts on Thursday with Argentina and Canada. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. What a weird situation. What a weird situation, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and thanks for watching. Have a good evening. Good night.